this episode of Eric Mintel Investigates. Eric and Dominic returned to the 1759 farmhouse on the grounds of New Spirit Old Soul in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Since the team's investigation 6 months ago, activity continues and the story keeps unfolding. The team is shocked when a new spirit enters and sends the investigation into overdrive. What will they discover on Hallowed Grounds at the Homestead, Part 2? My name is Eric Mintel. By night, I'm a professional jazz musician. But by even later at night, I investigate the paranormal. I, along with my team at Eric Mintel Investigates, travel the country, investigating all things paranormal. This is Eric Mintel Investigates. Dom's walking around the property right now. Tonight's investigation is going to be a whole different scenario than what we originally did here. And if you remember from that video, we had to stop.
I don't know what's going on. Something's in here.
All right, let's get out of here.
I can feel it.
Let's get her out of here. With what happened to Beth and the energy that she was feeling, we pretty much didn't even get a chance to do the rest of the house. But already, Dom is feeling like there's something else here. And I just can't wait to get on this investigation tonight because I know we're going to capture something else. And that something else is another part of the story.
Let's go. Let's go. Easy.
Come on in, guys. There's already people here. They're already here. Hi, Jacob Wright from New Spirit Old Soul here with Beth and we ran a little contest for people to win to be part of tonight's real fun paranormal investigation with Eric Mintel and Dom. And we wanted to introduce them. Carrie and Allison, thanks for being here. Congratulations on the win. And it's about to get real fun.
Now that everyone was here, it was time for us to get to work. So guys, here we are again. We're still wrapping our heads around what happened. I know, Beth, with what happened with you and Renee, I mean, what a night. I mean, I know you guys were like for weeks after that.
For weeks, it's still,
yeah.
because it was a totally unexpected experience.
One of the people that were walking through with us during that time, during the preview, she was asking, did you ever get a name? And I said, that night we did not. And I was like, I'm hoping to get it tonight. And I think you were up in the bedroom and you were there, and she actually gave me her name. So,
which was what?
Elizabeth.
And then Renee, what did you think about this whole thing? I mean, you went in after Beth was, we say, bum rushed by the spirit. How did you feel?
I wasn't in the house when that happened to Beth.
Right.
I was actually outside, so I didn't even know what had happened. I just heard that Beth wasn't feeling well, and I came up, and then I went right to the room, and without knowing exactly what happened to her, the same thing happened to me. Totally overwhelmed, very strong energy.
Which wouldn't allow her to leave. We tried to leave. I ended up staying with Renee because she couldn't leave. It wouldn't let her leave the room. It wanted to talk and tell its story, which was freaking me out, by the way.
The next thing I know, I'm down the steps and Renee's trying to talk to me. I don't remember anything. I don't remember, and that's the honest truth. I don't remember anything. And after that, even the day or two after, people were like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
They're like, "You were crying and upset," and I'm like, "I don't remember any of that," which is why I asked you to show me the video, because I didn't believe that it had happened.
Yeah.
Because I lost time.
It was the children's room and where the crib was, and and we both were like, this is it.
She showed us she was looking out the window.
Out the window.
And I said, there's a reason why she's looking out the window. And that reason was because of the infant. And he's buried on the property. We walked around the fence and I was looking up at the window and she was pointing out the window. She was telling me where he was. And I was able to figure out the area, but it's on a neighbor's property. I didn't want to go over there.
Right.
But yeah, I can tell you where. Now, you did some digging and you have some names.
It's funny, a woman who attended one of the premieres before we knew it was Elizabeth.
Okay.
She did some digging because she felt something overwhelming. She came into the shop the next day and she's like, look what I found. And I think you had found it was Elizabeth before we knew it was Elizabeth. She came in and she said, it's Elizabeth.
Yep.
She had a list of
She had a list
of all of the owners.
And that's the name I
It
And
was
their
crazy.
offspring.
Yeah, and their
Elizabeth.
offspring, right.
So the last time we were here, the energy was way off the charts. So, and what happened to Beth and Renee and Dominic, I'm not sure what we're in store for tonight, but I know we're going to give it our best and try to get some answers.
Can I ask, is anyone else feeling anxious? It just feels heavy here for some reason today for me.
Now that we're talking about it, the spirits are coming out.
There were the two ladies, sisters that were here that night, and one of them had a sixth sense. And she said she was angry at you, wanted you out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she did. She pushed me, that first visit, she pushed me away. And I went back in after that group was gone. And I spoke to her and I talked to her and I tried to reassure her everything was good, everything was kind.
Renee and one of the sisters were both clenching their fists right in the face, and they both just kept saying, he needs to get out of there. He needs to get out of there. Yep. She's angry. She's angry. She's angry.
That's how usually women do react to Dom. Joy, I know you experienced, what Beth went through that night. And this was the night, not of the investigation, but this was the night of the walkthrough.
Yeah.
When all these pieces were coming together, how did you feel about that?
So, for me, Beth and Renee are the two closest people to me in the world. And so I feel their energy. I don't see the way Renee sees. I don't channel the way that Beth channels. But I pull them together, I think, in a way. And so...
So you're the bridge. You're the glue.
We always say that for so many different parts of our life. And when we walked in that room, what Renee shared, I think Renee probably explained that we were told where to sit on that bed. And it was... Beth was in the middle and she wasn't in the room yet. And Renee and I were on the ends and Renee said she's ready. But then the difference is Renee can communicate with her.
Right.
So Renee can speak to her. So Renee calmed her down and explained to Elizabeth why we were there and what we wanted and got her comfortable. And then eventually she just whoosh right out of Beth.
Wow.
And then Beth collapses. And then we finally leave the room.
She was exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, it took, half an hour for her to get herself back together.
Yeah. Ty, I mean, you were here last time. I mean, you've experienced everything that we experienced. I know in this room in particular, you felt something touch your arm, but I mean, you were there. How did you feel when you saw Beth and Renee just have a huge meltdown?
It actually, I'm not a believer. I'm a believer of something, but I don't know what that is.
Right.
I'm a person who has to see it or touch it to acknowledge that it's really there.
No, I know you felt that anxiety too, that tension. I know,
feel it now.
I know. I think we're all feeling it right now, and that was because I think Dominic and Beth and Renee are saying that those spirits are coming through. I don't think there was anything malevolent as far as the spirit goes. I just think it was overwhelming to Beth and Renee, and to you. I mean, this is something that you are not, haven't experienced. I mean, you've experienced some paranormal stuff, but not to this extent.
Correct.
So you're feeling Elizabeth's energy here, right?
Yeah, when we were filming out in the hallway, when I was up on the stairs and I was getting that other shot, for the behind the scenes kind of a thing, she was actually right there.
Well,
so
where?
I'm already
on the stairs?
On the staircase.
Are you kidding me? What about Beth? She's feeling it too.
She even said she saw her up on the staircase as well.
God.
So she's going nuts. She has something to say and she wants to get it out.
So Renee is also feeling it too.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, man, but I am also getting goosebumps.
I calmed myself down before we started, but the energy is so intense.
Yeah.
It is just shocking.
It's
coming out.
It's you. I think it's you, man. Well, like Beth said, you're the doorway.
I am. I'm the key that's letting this all come out, and I'm hoping for a resolution tonight.
So let's get everybody down to the basement. Let's start there. I can't wait to find out what we have tonight. But listen, let's be careful, okay?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
We slowly made our way to the basement. Dominic was using the magnetometer and found that when I walked near it, the energy levels went down.
You go upstairs.
Yeah, I know. I'm out of here.
Eric, you're fired.
I know. I'm firing myself.
All kidding aside, this is the first time that this has ever happened on an investigation. What else would we be in store for tonight?
So guys, this is the old section then, right? Watch your head, guys.
This would be the original section of the house, just through those bricks that you just walked through.
Dom, where are you? What do you think? What are you feeling?
I'm not feeling a lot of energy down here. It's pretty calm down here.
The basement seemed to be devoid of any kind of paranormal activity. Although energy level readings were high, there was no visible feelings of energy in this particular area.
I'm not getting anything, and this is the older section of the basement. The other side is 1871. This is 1759 on this side. But when on the other side where they have the date written on the beam, when I held the tester up there, it was actually going up.
Not knowing what to make of this peculiar energy reading, we decided to reconvene upstairs in the kitchen.
When they were doing video here, when they were refurbishing, they had a lot of orbs and things like that were in the kitchen.
This kitchen, yeah. But
So-
now, just for an instance, this is 0, where it was up to like 26 to 35, because the switch was on.
I'm going to do an EVP. And ask if Elizabeth is here or if there's anyone here with us, and we'll play it back, okay? It's not Elizabeth?
No, not
Okay.
here.
It's not here.
Who is it?
That Mary,
Yeah,
the
might be
daughter,
Mary, right, but it's not
but there's
Elizabeth.
somebody else as well.
Right.
This other spirit would make itself known as the investigation continued.
Is Mary with us here in the kitchen? If you're here, show us a sign.
Even though we captured no EVPs, the energy spikes kept rising. What else would be in store for us tonight?
We started filming just for fun, taking pictures of us, and then all of a sudden in the kitchen you could see there were orbs all over the place, and what I felt was this is where they worked. This is where they lived, this is where they worked. Like right now, they grind, they work, this is every day, in, out, this is what they do. Out in the summer kitchen, in here, out in the summer kitchen, upstairs, downstairs. I can feel it, there's activity in here. It's all over me again. They're here, they're busy.
Just like the first investigation, Beth was hit by a devastating burst of emotional energy, but this time coming from the kitchen. The spirit of Mary was going through Beth. Mary, we would later find out, was a key figure in this ongoing story.
It's all over me. I can feel it. There's activity in here. I don't know if it's Mary or who it is, but it's not just Mary. There's other people in here.
I'm getting Sarah.
Sarah!
Where is the servants' quarters from here?
You go right up these steps.
Ah, okay.
As fast as Beth felt Mary's spirit, it seemed to fade away as quickly as it arrived. Beth was once again calm, but how?
And I'm not feeling anything right now either. I don't have any tingles. I don't have any. A moment ago, I had it almost washed over me, and now it dropped.
Because you know why? I'm next to you. That's right. But that's wild.
Earlier, when I walked toward the magnetometer, the readings went down. When I walked away, they went back up. The same thing happened in the basement.
As soon as I walk away, it goes up with Beth.
This disconnect is something we will look into further.
We've never discovered that before until tonight.
Meanwhile, Renee was also getting the name Sarah.
Sarah before.
Yeah, me
I told you
too.
Sarah before. I felt Sarah, before I actually felt Elizabeth, I think it was Sarah
Yeah.
that I felt here.
Sarah was out in the spring house with the little boy.
Yeah, I felt Sarah. Although I felt it heavy, but just about 60 seconds ago when Beth did, it felt like the best way I can explain it is if there was a radio dial like turned up to loud with white noise, how thick it was in here.
Right.
And it's like somebody just pulled the plug.
Right.
Suddenly, Renee drops a bombshell on us.
But I also picked up on something that doesn't belong, that's not indigenous to this house. They're like how you were describing.
Yeah. There's another entity, another spirit. Yes.
There's somebody else.
Yeah, there's other people in here.
right now.
I don't know who they
attached
are.
To this house.
Cat's out of the bag. The spirit is attached to our visitor.
She's not welcome here.
Yeah,
The spirit is
that's
not
okay.
welcome.
Our visitor's
Right.
welcome, but the
it's
spirit's
just,
not
it's
welcome.
validating everything that's happened in the last couple months.
But I could feel there was something
Yeah.
else that's. I knew it was over here, but
But I didn't want to interfere with.
yeah,
She won't.
Stuff.
she won't.
She won't. I'm just, like I said, I'm just worried about Elizabeth
Yeah,
and
I'll
her.
stay, and I'll just tell
So.
Kathy to stay away.
Why don't they want to be
Okay.
here though? Well, do you think they want to be heard?
I don't think
It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
they don't want the entity.
Yeah, the entity doesn't want to be here.
We made our way upstairs, but right away, Dominic felt intense energy in front of Elizabeth's room.
I just sat with her a few minutes ago.
Okay.
You guys were sitting downstairs, did the same.
Yeah.
You feel it now? You feel the energy?
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as you walk.
She's actually sitting on the bed,
Closer
looking
to
at
the
us.
threshold.
She's got her hair down. It's not up in the bun. Her hair is down. And she's just watching. She's telling me, do not come in.
I was going to say we could go in and do, but you're saying don't.
She's saying no. She does not want us to come in.
Okay.
She's sitting on the side of the bed here facing us, and she's telling me, do not come in.
Suddenly, a weird light formation happened on camera right there in front of Elizabeth's room. We have never experienced this technical glitch in any investigation. Next, we made our way up to the attic.
So we're in the oldest part of the structure, which would be then back to 1759 or even earlier, in construction. Are you feeling more energy here than over there?
More energy over here. Again, it's the objects that have
That makes
the
sense.
energy, not people. It's the energy.
We
of the
always talk
objects.
about the attachment to the objects. That's another thing.
Right.
That could be another thing. You guys deal with a lot of architectural salvage that are coming from incredible structures.
Right.
Could there be spirits attached to them?
Of course.
That's
right.
of course, right?
Absolutely.
With not much activity in the attic, we decided to head back downstairs and regroup. But as we did, there was a very heavy presence in front of Elizabeth's room.
Just came down the attic, came down from the attic, and there's a heavy feeling right here. I can't wait to see if Dom feels the same thing. I know you're feeling it too, right, Beth?
Yeah, I felt it before.
This is where
coming up the steps.
this is where you were sitting on this bench.
This is it.
Again, we had the same light anomaly in front of Elizabeth's room as we did earlier. This was not my phone, and this was not any flashlight.
I'm gonna have you head down.
We're not going in there tonight.
No, we will not go in there
I
tonight.
don't think so.
She's not
She's
happy
pissed.
with whatever's going on.
Here you go. There you go. Okay.
Joy, that's why I had Joy go over to talk to her. It's better than what it was. She's still sitting there looking stern, but
Well, I don't
she's
know
much
what the
better.
problem is, but that's why I said there's a disconnect here. She's not, but not just her.
Alice and her spirit is causing friction. Yeah. If you feel the difference now,
Yeah.
because I told her to go.
I haven't seen Dom act this way in a long time. Whatever's going on in that bedroom, there's something else going on here that we're going to try to find out tonight.
I don't want to upset Elizabeth. I want her to be okay. I want to be respectful. She does not want me in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave because she's telling me, looking at me going, time for you to go.
Yeah.
Before heading out to the spring house and summer kitchen, we recapped what just happened upstairs.
What a night.
Yeah.
What a night, man.
It's going, I told you it was going to be off the charts.
I mean, everybody's feeling
Yeah.
that energy, myself included.
Once again, we see the very strange light anomalies.
I mean, there's things that have come out even more tonight
Right.
than they have the first time we were here.
Let's head over to the summer kitchen.
Yep.
No sooner do we walk into the summer kitchen, Beth immediately gets hit with energy.
This was a busy place.
I
They fed the house. They fed the people in the house. They're here. I can feel them.
I'm getting smoke-filled room
Yeah.
right now.
Yep. It's
Something blocked the chimney and it's making me cough.
right.
But I'm smoke-filled room and I see people getting drug out through the door.
Suddenly, Dominic drops a bombshell and sees workers caught in a blaze here in the summer kitchen. What else is going on here?
That, right, I don't know what
Yeah.
that is, but I see a lot
But
of
a
people
lot of people.
hustling.
As we entered the spring house, everyone had a strong urge to go to the loft to see what other activity was up there.
Here we are, we're in the spring house, and this is where you were feeling that inviting, that presence of something inviting you, and this is where you really felt the presence of the boy, right?
Yeah, here actually in the summer kitchen too, but both.
This is the same spot where the door was open, and this is where the
They were
lady was
saying-
standing, and she was saying, "Come in."
Was the lady Elizabeth though?
No,
It was somebody else.
it was Sarah.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
So Sarah
Wow.
was in here, and when I came in, I got to see Michael running around in here playing in
So
the
this
water.
is
and-
wait, this is the first time you're telling me this. That's his name?
That's what I got. When we were in the
Wow.
kitchen, I came through.
In the kitchen tonight?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sarah was the woman that the husband had the affair with.
Before we even found any names, I told Joy, and I think Beth was Sarah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sarah. And then we found Elizabeth. Well, then maybe it's not Sarah, maybe it's Elizabeth, but then we realized there was two.
Yeah, Elizabeth's
God.
the wife, Sarah is the
Is the
mistress,
mistress.
and also the worker in the house that the husband had the
That's
affair
her
with.
little boy.
Yeah, with him.
After this startling revelation, we decided to go upstairs to the loft.
We're here in the spring house. Now we're in the loft of the spring house. We have not been in here yet. So tonight we're going to try to do a little bit of an EVP session. As a matter of fact, Renee is going to ask if there is anyone here with us.
We are all here tonight with the intention to try to make contact with you, and we would like to know if you are here with us tonight. We'd like to speak with you. Are you here?
We didn't get any response on the EVP, but this investigation is far from over.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. You know, what a night. What a night again. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Just so much energy. Our visitors, how are you guys feeling?
Good.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I thought this was a great experience.
I can't wait to get this out again. This is going to be incredible. I think tonight was even more intense than the first one.
Absolutely.
And just like that, the investigation was over. Or was it? The follow-up investigation proved to be more intense than the previous one. We experienced many unusual energies at these new locations. One thing is certain, the spirits at New Spirit Old Soul have a permanent place to continue to tell their story. Take a visit today.
So what kind of history can you tell me about the tub?
It's super special, so
Nice.
it's pretty.
But guys, I mean, I don't have my towels here. Where's my towels? You got my
Don't mess
loofah?
his hair up.
Where's my loofah? Ooh, loofah.